And then we get in the ship. Yeah. I don't know, it's just warm-up time.
Warm-up time.
Warm-up time. Oh, she's wiggling, but... Sorry, talk about our kid, because I'm Chris.
I'm Sam.
And that makes us
the never-ending backlog.
Here we are again with more Outer Worlds. And we're just going to plow through all the DLC, it seems.
Well, I just said the murder mystery sounds fun.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what we were going to...
Yeah, okay, sorry. I thought you were saying we're going to plow through all the DLC, like we're doing all the fun stuff, but like we should do the fun stuff.
Well, yes.
I thought you were complaining.
I mean, I don't know. It just seems weird.
That we're doing all the DLC first?
Oh, crap on a stick. I should just make sure that I know where we're going.
Oh, you mean go to the journal or the...
Yeah, something. I don't... The last rule of Halcyon Helen. Murder on Adranos. Halcyon Helen, beloved Etherwave actress, an Etherwave star and product icon, has been murdered. Yeah, I'm actually really into it. I like murder mysteries.
Me too.
And yet...
What are you thinking?
Looking at our skills...
I did say, so far. I wanted to get that item that increases dialogue skills plus 10, but you have to do a bit more of the main quest first.
Wait, we don't have the items yet for that?
No. But we were going to do the murder mystery.
How do we not have the clothing she needs?
No, it's a different quest.
I thought you said it was called Have Suit, Spacesuits Won't Travel.
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, we have this quest.
Maybe we got the main quest that far then.
We did.
Okay.
Let's head back to Byzantium and see if we can't model some outfits for her.
We are now in orbit of Byzantium, Captain.
Oh, thank you, Rita.
I thought you might want to like go to Groundbreaker, make sure we buy clothes, but you know, I guess we can see what we have.
Well, let's see what we've got, and also what outfit she wants. So
we modeled a Marauder outfit. We need an Iconoclast and a Spacer.
What the hell does an Iconoclast wear?
We would probably sell that stuff where the Iconoclasts hang out.
Asking for a me. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Oh, I think that... Well, I think I don't know. We'll figure some out.
Just cross our fingers and hope we somehow have the right
I'm here
clothing.
now. Maybe. Well, I mean, next quest was on Byzantium anyway, wasn't it? Or do we have to talk to... Damn it! I'm just trying to not do so many loading screens. Oh my god.
Oh, I think we did go to the planet where the next part of Halcyon Helen is. I could be wrong, but I thought you went to the planet where the quest marker was and you'd marked...
No.
You changed the quest marker.
No, I'm talking about the main quest.
Oh yeah, the main quest with Phineas's contact is on Byzantium.
Yes, okay, that's what I'm... If we just... By the way, hi viewer.
Hi viewer.
My point is we could advance the main quest even if we don't have enough outfits to finish this one.
Oh,
just a little bit from the new... Howdy, tissues!
Hello! So yes, I really want... Oh, hold on. They're talking.
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to do that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
Do you know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't.
No, just a bunch of us bickering because I'm being a weirdo and a fool.
Yeah, I want to do the murder mystery,
I'm
but...
drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
There's a quest we need to do to get that plus 10 dialogue skills armor that we think we don't... I don't think we have the clothes for, but Chris wants to try anyway.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look.
we want to be able to get an extra plus 10 whenever we want it.
Thank you.
Wait, how do we get up there? Alright, go this way.
And then Chris was talking about maybe doing the next part of the main quest since we're
If we... Okay, so let's see here.
here, but
I can't
I'm
wait
still
to
voting
see
for
those
Murder Mystery.
outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
Okay, so...
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Oh, for crying out loud.
That's what I said. It might be there's something else I wanted to ask. Did you wear something you wanted her to check out?
Yes, I did, actually.
I don't know if it just doesn't show up as an option when you're not dressed properly, but we can. There was something else.
Okay, hold on. Let me just threaten her with a gun,
I can't
accidentally.
wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
Okay, well, what did you want to ask for?
There was something else I wanted to ask. See if it's an
Okay.
option there.
Anything.
Alright.
Okay, never mind. Yep, I guess this outfit does not work.
Oh, you know. What does this give us, anyway? Skill bonus. Handguns, time dilation train. Less. Ooh, this makes us walk faster. I don't know. Maybe we should just do the murder mystery. It sounds like more fun.
Murder mystery.
Alright,
Murder mystery.
we're doing it.
Is there any way to rewatch that video that, like, when we first got the quest?
I don't think so.
Ah, okay.
I'm sorry, yeah. That's a cool... Go back and check out, like, episode 12. Nice.
Was it really episode 12, or are you just guessing?
Guessing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could go look it up, but then I might miss something cool.
I mean, these load screens are long enough. You could get on your phone and check out our channel.
Yeah, but then you would hear the dialogue over the microphone, and it would just be all
not
weird.
if you turn your volume down.
Oh, I guess I could mute my phone. But then how would I know what was going on in the stream?
I looked at the screen.
Just looking at the picture.
Yeah, I suppose you need to be on band duty in case we get one of those bots that's like, do you want to be famous? 691284 hashtag.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean.
Oh,
Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
even drama with the robots. Love it. Okay. Alright. Adranos.
Iridanos?
I thought it was Adranos. Oh, it is Iridanos, isn't it? Ah. No, excuse me.
I mean, I don't know how they...
On the atmospheric
Oh. She's gonna say it. Okay.
Eridanos. You
I was
were
gonna
right.
say, I don't know if I've heard someone say it.
No, but
so
you
I
were
could have
totally
been
right.
wrong.
Alright. Eridanos. Alright, continue.
Halcyon Helen dead. I guess she's the Rizzo's. She was the Rizzo's spokesperson.
Yes. Also beloved Aetherwave actress. Yeah, think about that. You expect nothing less that from it, but she's kind of also a computer. She's not like, I don't know if she's a true AI.
Oh,
Somebody
you mean
had
the
to
ship,
program her that way,
navigator?
which I think is even more delightful.
Oh, I've forgotten her name already.
Ada.
Ada, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
D-computer. It's like advanced something advanced. I don't know. I don't remember. It's an acronym. Oh. I don't
Yeah, I
either.
don't know either.
I feel like it would be. Okay, so it's a hell of a place to put.
Oh yeah, it's like at a hotel, right?
Yeah, it's a hotel in the middle of like a gas storm. All right, here we are. I like to have the games like push this to not die.
Here. Can we get more jobs like this one?
All that gas storm tourism you hear
Yep.
about.
Hello,
Oh, what?
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry
Well, hi,
isn't too
Norville.
troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head
Seriously.
Bellhop. I'm here to
Oh my
grab your
God,
bags
what?
and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in on the details of the
I
murder?
try.
I kind of forgot.
I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for
Spectrum
many. A
Brown?
lot of people
Wait,
are
Spectrum is a
inconsolable.
vodka. Ew, why would you
Hell,
drink...
even Black Hole Birdie,
brown
who's
vodka?
always wandered off.
I don't know if it's
Some
actually...
folks think he had something to do with the murder, but
Because
Hmm.
there's Spectrum Red and Spectrum Purple, and we don't necessarily know that
It's
thing.
always the boyfriend.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for
Yeah, I'm
this
with you,
guy.
Nyoka.
folks get heated when it comes to serials and actors, I suppose.
Sorry, that was good. Oh, okay. What was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks are jealous.
Oh my God, what does
of her
that hat look like
success,
from the
or
back?
Otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame.
Seriously.
Oh, I get it now.
Oh my... Love you, sweetie. Okay, how'd she get famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-rung as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of visitors the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's
Oh.
see here. Oh,
A little class warfare going on here.
About the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's.
Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals.
Oh,
Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind
dang it, I had
the
more
gate.
questions. Oh well.
Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kits, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Hold on, we gotta assess our options. Stupid hat. Of course I do. Are you telling me you don't? That would be ridiculous. Lie.
Why?
No, that would be ridiculous.
Oh, the last one. I just wear whatever I strip from my enemy's corpses, honey. Oh, honestly,
Yeah,
sorry.
you think we should go with that?
I mean, it's pretty much true.
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge.
As well it should.
Anyhow, I'll look for you in the
Fancy
Grand
that hat,
Ballroom.
friend.
Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Whoa,
Oh my
that's
God,
what it looks like
yes.
from the back.
Yes, I caught a glimpse of it in his head. Oh, it's his lightning bolt, 'cause he's supposed to be speedy. Yes! Okay, give me that hat. No, I'm just kidding. That's the last thing we need, is to start, like...
Shooting at everybody.
I could bring you 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could.
Sorry. It's the 6 tons of paperweight. Oh my God, you are so slow for somebody who wears a lightning bolt on his hat. I'll take that hat. Oh, we can totally start a band. Everyone wears them.
No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed.
Yeah, if you have the ability to get those hats, you should make all your crew members wear them.
Trying to manifest speed. Yeah, manifest it more faster.
Oh my stars.
Of course, wow.
This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode
Hold
of
on.
Common.
I like the little mascot. Ooh.
It is very tall. Oh.
Yeah.
GC Grand Colonial.
Mm-hmm.
Grand colon.
I'm sure that was on
Can't
purpose.
imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident...
Well, we can probably run there. We see it now.
Boop, doop, doop. I'm sure there's an elevator. Oh, see, you just walk right into the door like he did. The Brain Eaters, Chapter 12, Murder on Eridanos. Maybe we could do that. Oh god, it's like Final Fantasy VII going up the stairs.
I've forgotten about that.
So there's like two options when you're assaulting the Shinra building. You can either go up the stairs or kick in the door, and they actually make you go up like all the 100 some odd flights of stairs instead of just kicking down the door and taking the elevator and fighting people.
Ooh, feels like I'm breathing. I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
No, I assure you. Okay, yes, I don't care. I'm here on official business.
Oh,
Right.
thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
I'm not an I was actually looking for the bar. Did they serve drinks with umbrellas here?
I guess we
Constable
did.
Marie
I don't
King.
remember.
It's good to meet you in
We
person,
did.
Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight, ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
Okay. What have you got for me, Doc?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Oh, nice.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my
Yes.
discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hand. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Long guns engineers. This looks like a scope modified with a computing device.
I work with the materials to which I have access. Halcyon has no shortage of rifles. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is.
What?
Then it renders any discrepancies visible.
No, I'm gonna need you to come back and just... What?
Magnification.
I know, right? Okay. So it's a magnifying glass.
Yes. It's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll
Nice.
want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Sweet. Alright,
How do
so...
we use this? Oh, greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientific mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the discrepancy amplifier, a handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos.
Okay.
Be sure to equip it as a weapon. Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's take off the robot gun. Wait, no.
oh wait, maybe we won't run into robots.
I don't know. I'm like, well, maybe we will. Not much of a sniper. Wait, what does a sniper rifle do? Damage-wise. Oh, I just can't decide. Ah, well, we're mostly a long guns, so... I'll just keep that in... Okay.
To catch Helen's killer, you'll need to use the discrepancy amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press the interact button to analyze it. Square to analyze.
Forensic cookie jar? Okay. Uses a deterministic model. What? Alright. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Captain, please show a little respect.
No.
This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Science 45.
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition. scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
Oh my god. Yes, I'm glad we did this tonight.
Personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Oh, well, I'm excited too.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
I'm tempted to taste the dirt.
Andy.
I like Andy. Yeah.
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size.
Okay.
It's also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
You analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards located not far from the Grand Colonial.
Alright. Good work, Amplifier.
Can we give him a name? I'm gonna call him Arthur. He seems like an Arthur.
Uh-oh.
All buttoned up, but polite and kind of sweet.
This unit has been programmed to simulate gratitude. Thank you, Inspector.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need administrator.
Well, you did give me a clue gun that
orchards.
has a brain, so...
The secure access terminal in your penthouse.
Sorry.
Check in with the concierge.
He's still Andy. They're still Andy.
If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Okay, so... I guess that updated our quest marker.
I knew it.
It's true. It's not exactly on this. Yeah, that's right, Naoka. Okay.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector.
Yes, I am.
And warned me you'd be checking in soon.
I said, who?
Why, you?
No. I meant your boss.
Oh, Mr. Kincannon. He runs all sublet underground operations in the Eridanus atmospheric complex, including the Grand Colonial Hotel. But he keeps his office down in the warehouse district near the docks.
Yes.
If you should require to meet with him in person, you're
Massages
most
are back
welcome to
on.
find
Bring
him.
them on.
While you're here, Inspector, could I set you up with a room?
Yeah.
For you? Only the best, ma'am. Of
I want the room.
You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite. Vacated
Hell
just for
yeah.
Oh, true. They're not
So
wearing one of those
recently, though,
hats.
Unfortunately, the room's still being cleaned. The last guest left
Well, maybe
her
that's just what the
belongings
bellhops
behind when
wear.
she vacated unexpectedly.
She's the
So
concierge.
we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
I mean, I spent enough time in fast food to know that that's usually the case. Like, we got a lot of dumb shirts. Okay. I want to check if my room is ready.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you.
Yeah, it's true.
The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator...
Okay, we went over that. Okay.
Some high profile guests.
Apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip.
What?
About whom? And what would you wish to know?
I know, but hey, well, that was...
Did you notice anything about
know,
Halcyon
out of
Helen before
everyone
she died?
here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself.
Oh, really?
And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Interesting.
Did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense.
Ooh.
It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Oh, she ordered a lot of food. Okay. Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out.
Okay, I kind of like you, lady.
Both, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend everyone just to learn what
Seriously.
caused their split.
Okay.
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground.
Seriously.
10 times over. Man's
Oh my
clearly
God.
jealous of her success compared to his. See, I bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows.
Oh, savage.
Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade. That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
Oh. I like to. Oh my goodness. Disagree. Leave our curds out.
And a Canadian comes by and makes poutine.
Oh my god. We ate so much, I'm still hungry. Oh. We have a gravy recipe.
Did we finish up the fries?
Yeah, no, there's still some fries left in the air fryer. We can heat them up. Alright, so I'd say too bad. What do you think?
I like to let my reputation speak for me.
I guess we'll have to see if you find Helen's murderer, won't we?
You're the murderer.
Myself
No, I'm just kidding.
And all of the staff at the Grand Colonial will be rooting for you, Inspector.
Okay. So I think we need to go. Wait a minute. Did we get? So we could check into the penthouse suite.
So I kind of want to check out our room and see if any clues left by the previous.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker
Yes.
would explode.
Oh my god.
Which authorized floor can I bring you to?
In the penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Yeah, they said there was an operator. Like, this whole society is about make work. Especially at the luxury level, you're gonna have a lot of make work. There was, oh my god, there was this commercial I saw. I don't know if it was a commercial for something or just a funny video where this guy goes to he has like a smart house where everything, he's enjoying it, like turn down the fire, play this music, and he gets home and he can't unlock the door because he's been to the dentist and this house doesn't recognize his voice. It's like, oh, what a nightmare. What's this?
Flyer promoting a productotherapy seminar with renowned prophet of profitability, Jasmine Leva, at her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humor, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential.
Prophet of profitability. Hey, Sam.
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder the competition.
Well, alright then. Okay, so we've got a nice place. It comes with rum and something. Oh, that's scary. I don't like the something. It just bothers me. Cigarette lighter. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just dicking around. We got a workbench. That's good. Whoa, did Finn just appear? Or did he just show up out of nowhere?
No, we just talked to everybody.
Okay.
They probably
alright,
have something specific to the murder to say.
You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here?
Do you think it's strange that I kind of miss Ada?
A little bit.
You think June Light would like this place? Oh, probably not. I don't think she cares much for corporate comforts.
Maybe not. Oh, here we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Wait, does it do damage? How does this work? Do I shoot?
I think it was the square button.
Matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Oh.
So is this Halcyon Helen's penthouse?
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for...
Muffled sobbing.
I love you. I love you so much.
Got hair. Alright, let's see.
Oh, it was her hair wig.
I wondered about that. What? Seriously.
So I guess the recording we just heard was Black Hole Birdie, and he and Helen had broken up.
Oh, hello. Hello, hacking equipment. Alright, so let's see. Personal terminal. Messages. Damn. From Administrator Ludovico to Bellamy Ruth. Mrs. H. Helen. Thank you for choosing Iridonos Atmospheric Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are all allying yourself with a revolution in leisure beverage market. Indeed, the culture of Halcyon itself. We are going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. Okay, so...
Oh, this is the profitability person
Helen.
that poster was
Okay,
about.
from to Bellamy Ruth, disappointed Helen. I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Aetherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons and with a responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records.
I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, how to motivate your workforce using ancient weaponry, as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditors soon. Sincerely, Profitability, P.O. Money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability, coming soon.
Oh, brother. I do wonder if Black Hole Birdie was the last person to see them. I know, I love it. Okay. So this is from Kincannon to Ruth Bellamy. Free advice. Mrs. Bellamy, you're a talented actor and I've enjoyed your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best, Cedric.
What? Well, we're going to talk to Kincannon, right, to get permission, so maybe we can ask him about
advisories. That. Oh, Lord. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards, and for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge is non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for all death or dismemberment that occurs off hotel grounds.
Goodness.
Interesting. Okay, the plot thickens. Let's see if Preacher Man...
The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind soften.
It makes sense he wouldn't be into it. He wants to find the grand unified theory of divine law.
You're not going to talk to Felix?
I'll talk to Felix.
Has anybody talked to the staff? Oh yeah, there's lots of staff.
It ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
Yeah, I could too, but... This board is covered with a loose collection of photographs and papers.
Examine the board more closely.
A blank notebook lies open beside a stack of clean papers. It looks like someone intended to write something, but never got started. Huh. Oh, okay. Damn it. I thought I could get...
There's another board, though. I don't know if there's...
Leave. Alright, so...
Different... Nope.
Nope. But there's pictures. She was doing a thing. I don't know why I picked up that hat. It was there.
Wait,
Okay.
did we talk to everybody?
I mean, oh,
I'm leaving my shoes on.
there we go. I mean, they have a few cute things to say.
Thing is too clean. We gotta break open a few bottles and have some fun. Make a mess. Live a little.
Okay. It is like, alright, thanks Ellie. Thanks for contributing. Okay, let's check out our journal. The Productivity Queen. Learn that Helen disparaged the Prophet of Profitability Works seminars. Track down the Prophet of Profitability. Via the penthouse. Well, we're here, so let's speak with Ludovico.
Okay.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime.
Correct.
Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
Okay. I want to poke and prod.
Okay, Ruth Bellamy.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Yes, I do, even if I don't like it. I don't know, we're anti-corpo. I kind of want to slam that.
Okay.
Stop. Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need to sign.
Oh, for crying out
Back to the
loud.
matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
Okay.
Got a lead. I can't tell you why,
Your
but I need to
discretion is
cross.
appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement.
As well you
I'm
should.
granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is
Oh, I have no idea.
Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants
Is Ludovico work for Rizzo's?
Possibly.
I think so, because he was talking about Spectrum Brown.
Okay.
So he must be the Rizzo's guy, and then Kincannon is the hotel
We
guy.
talked to King Cannon on the space phone, right? In the start of all this?
Yeah, I think they were having a fight.
Yeah, they were arguing about this. Oh no, that's why we hit him with the persuade, and I didn't want to tell him. I can't tell you why, but I need to go here.
Bear that in mind.
I'll bear that in mind.
You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Right on. Alright, glad I caught that before we went down.
Yeah.
Inspector, it might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but in my heart I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I didn't even...
Oh no, don't be
No,
that
I'm not
mean.
gonna do... I'm sorry, I was like, how dare... It just reminds me of that Jeff Goldblum meme. People come up to me all the time and talk to me, and I always say the same thing. How dare you speak to me? No. It's here to investigate. I don't know, it's great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
Let's go to the... Oh, should we go to the VIP guest floor and try to find what's her name?
What's her name?
The Prophet of Profitability.
Oh, okay, I think they're there.
Yes. Oh, well, that shut that down. Fine.
Oh, shoot, there was an option to leave the hotel.
Oh.
Which, if we're going to the orchard...
We could just walk out the door. Well, I guess it's another loading screen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry, I jumped. I'm like, I want to go. I'm so excited. Yeah. It does look like, even in that picture, it looks like she's wearing a wig. Or maybe it's just the knowledge that I know she had a bunch of blonde wigs. do.
Yeah, I feel like we should have more access, but
You'd
maybe
think
we can
that,
get
but
it later.
we're also talking about a society where somebody was like, you have to sign a waiver before you can give me an unsolicited ID. Did I just end up with too much stuff? Yes. Oh, son of a gun. Did you see a vending machine anywhere? I know, right? When there's too much garbage, but you can't throw any of it away.
Workplace malaise has moral
And it always will be easier to sell that
This
stuff
morale
today.
improvement program. Joy, joy. Don't be
You get right off faster
be better.
you got stuff.
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
He's gonna step over my parody of Afternoon Delight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know what you were parodying.
Hoarders I'm sorry, I guess the only reason I know that Afternoon Delight exists is yeah, it just felt surreal. I was like, you not hear me singing? You're just gonna read over my singing?
I didn't want to miss what it said because it was a new screen.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was all excited.
I'm sorry. Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, your song is also excited.
The thing I picked up. What does this do? Huh. I kind of like that hat. I don't like this hat. Break down. Break it down! Okay. To the Purpleberry Farm!
Are you able to scan people? Ugh. At least not those people.
What the hell?
Do we need to go help them?
Seriously? Like, wait a minute! Why are there raptidons running loose in the middle of the hotel? I heard people screaming and I thought, oh, well, maybe they just don't like me taking out my thing. I mean, my device. They think it's a weapon, but... What the hell is this?
Was it just like hotel guests that were running from them?
Yeah.
Why would anybody bring raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on
Oh my God, I'm overburdened again because I picked up the raptidon meat.
Whew. Thanks for the help back there. I've actually never fired a gun before.
And you're oh my God. I want to slap you. Yeah, you get used to it.
That's more than a little disconcerting, since I maxed out my medical allotment this month. That's what I call my booze fund. Still, I had to be alive to be able to go deaf later. I'm not sure if I actually hit any shots. If you hadn't intervened, it could have been bleeding. I'm just as confused as you are. Someone should have been on shift to see them coming. Miss Vargas would probably have a better idea of what happened. She's stationed at the luxury tent.
Okay, cool. Alright. I'm not gonna shake him down. It's just some dumb kid.
Malachi.
Is it sketchy low pressure suit? Man, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm really just, it's, the more you learn about this society, the more you just want to flip tables. I agree. Oh my God, it's so far away. Seriously? Oh wait, fine.
Hey, don't eat my earbuds, Malachi.
Seriously.
Stop it. But we do need to feed you, so we will feed you soon.
Yes. Feed you your nighttime meal.
Delicious earwax and sweat.
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
You do that.
recoil again.
Oh.
Oh, wait. You ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Excuse you.
Who's been
An idiot. I suspect he's avoiding me, actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
Oh boy.
Missing person, I'm actually an
I
inspector.
appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days. We're low on staff as it is.
Alright.
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough.
Oh boy.
Friendly type. Well behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Okay.
Wait, can we ask her about the Raptidons?
Seriously, like, excuse you.
Inspector.
He said talk to Vargas.
Nah, I only manage operations around the hotel. Cedric does most of the maneuvering for Eridanos proper.
Okay.
I don't envy him. The only thing worse than babysitting a couple of hot-headed, overgrown
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
would be babysitting
I
an
have
entire lot of
news for you.
Situation's a little more complicated than you think. Suffice it to say, I'm
Usually
not
is.
inclined to question Slug's place for me anytime soon.
Hiding something, huh?
I feel like our relationship would be more copacetic if you dropped this line as questioning.
Alright, fair enough.
I like the persuade option better.
Oh, good. And here I was thinking that today was going along too smoothly. I might have used to work for Auntie Cleo. Might have
Oh,
been
yeah.
facility manager of a small pharmaceutical lab. After workplace spat number 175, I decided to defect.
Oh.
Defection isn't taken lightly.
Oh.
Can't go back, so now I'm slug for life.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, I'm sorry. We can't tell you about the Raptidon biz.
Yeah, I'm confused why he told us to talk to Vargas when it didn't seem like it was an option.
Oh, yeah. Obsidian is really good at details. The only problem
Yes,
is...
I do. That was my first thought. I
What?
was like...
Oh, God. Does it mean something? Oh, Malachi's in your ears.
I think we can probably say it.
I mean... I'll leave that up to y'all, since I didn't go to y'all's college. Oh, sorry. Fart.
Well...
Wait, what? Are you serious? What are marauders doing here? What is this hotel? No, I'm with... Oh my god.
Okay, seriously, I feel like we need to be able to talk to someone about this. This varmint problem.
Seriously.
Who's this?
Hold still. Alright, there we go. My god. Ah. Like...
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh.
The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher.
Oh,
the
Lord.
security guard has experienced premature expiration.
Oh, you
Evidence
think?
strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
They're just...
Half-eaten Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Gross.
Pay your respects.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Huh. After we robbed you. Okay, I think I need to equip, take this off, and where's that handgun I like so much? Was it this thing? No, not quite.
Was it one of those other two?
Oh, which
on
other
the bottom
two?
row? Not, well, second from the bottom row. Are those not handguns?
Oh, the prototype pistol. Wait, no, this one does 208 damage, 81. This does 100. I think this one I like.
Yeah, like what is
There we
going
go.
on with the wildlife around?
I would like to write a Yelp review. Honestly. Plasma
Remember,
rifle.
you might want to... okay.
Ooh, oh. Look at that damage.
You are encumbered.
I know. I don't need a plasma carbine when you get a plasma rifle, and we're gonna break that down. Nice. Okay. Sorry. Ooh, Adrena time.
Okay, you might want to consider selling things before you keep picking.
Well, I don't have... Yes. I agree. Hey, what's this?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Okay. There's Adrena time all over the place. This is weird. I'm not gonna sleep. Hold on. I'll just take a quick 8-hour nap.
Because Adreno is the stuff that's fine, right? It's the Adrena time that was the big problem from Gorgon.
Exactly. Hey, let's check the... Oh, damn it.
Well, maybe we'll find the key card.
Maybe.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? Do you see it?
Oh, wait.
Oh, maybe it's in here. Oh, wait, we got an audio log.
Hey, crew, it's me. Evan must have gotten into the spectrum in these crates. Listen to this. Come out to play. Wow, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so we can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you flatwing.
Well, alright then.
So we know where to look for Evan now.
Yes.
But we didn't actually find the thing to scan, did we?
No, we didn't. That's why I'm trying to hop up here.
Oh, maybe it's that body on the roof.
Probably.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Timeline?
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Alright, so we've definitely established Sailor Moon meets District 9. I like it. Yeah, I like the way the Rizzo's people have to dress. Lots of purple and blue. Oh, I see. So it stays ahead of the storm because it's constantly wow. How much does it cost to operate this place? And it's covered in wild animals and marauders? Something's up. For serious. Also, especially since, like, I don't see anywhere for it to land. Oh my god, did the game just crash on me? No. Alright, Purpleberry Orchards. Oh, thank God. Alright, so I'm just gonna go... Okay.
Did you sell your junk too?
No. I forgot to do the junk. Sell junk.
Now you're at 189.
Hey.
Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Rizzo's! Welcome to
Hut, you wonderful,
It-
wonderful customer.
Yeah, it was her.
Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
It was her eyes that caught me, but then I saw her neck.
I sure am. Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What in-law's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Oh, God. Don't move. I'll try and cut it off.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you.
It's just gonna haunt my nightmares.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
Seriously. That's not normal behavior. How long have you been like this?
Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
Oh my God. A few days?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards.
This thing must be flooding her brain with endorphins.
But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you
Seriously.
want, I can sell it to you at a low,
I hate the idea that we can't do anything for this person.
Have you seen her?
I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens.
Oh.
And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too.
Okay, thanks for the overshare.
Wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Lady, please, let me get this thing off your neck. You know he's a suspect.
Oh my! Birdie?
Yeah.
Murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws. I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm done talking to you. There's no help for you.
After Emerald Vale, Amber Heights, and Bayside Terrace, I was expecting Purpleberry Orchards to be another flowery name for a shithole. But this is nice.
That was your favorite thing.
That
was pretty
certainly
disturbing.
a thing that happened this episode. Oh my God. Okay, so I have to stop. It uses a deterministic model of the universe. How the hell do you build a model where you know what is supposed to happen and not? I know it's just soft science nonsense, but this is bothering me. Oh my God.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error.
I'm sorry. That was... Alright.
Helen was in a hurry.
Good to know.
You can tell a lot about an animal by its tracks.
This is true.
Shit. You're right. She turned here. She was looking over her shoulder. I'm impressed, Cap.
Me too. I just picked the first dialogue choice. What is it? Half fresh woolly milk? Oh.
Effusive host.
Yeah, effusive host. Oh boy. Nanner spank. That, sorry. Personal
There's something about woolly milk becoming curds and then curds rotting.
Yeah.
Like I had some woolly milk.
So I said Purpleberry Orchards, Conservatory, what, the Purpleberry Nut Hut. Sorry, Nut Hut? Is that where you get nanner spank in a nut hut? It just sounds like a lot of masturbation jokes. I mean, my God.
Oh, I was not even thinking about that.
I don't know. You usually don't call it a nanner or a banana.
Let's see if there's more people with those little passengers on their neck.
Yeah, this is going to be a thing, I'm sure.
Yep.
Well, hello, sweetheart. hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
You know what? I've determined we need to burn down the Purpleberry Orchard.
I think there's something in the water.
So sorry.
Why, thank you. Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy
Yeah,
face
nope,
when
nope,
engaging
nope.
with valued customers.
Oh, boy.
Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition
He said the
trademark.
trademark.
35 bits a ticket.
I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
Oh, well, now that you mention it.
Should we lie?
I'm really curious because something is. I'm pointing at his neck. Like something is wrong.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now.
Okay, yeah, this feels.
So, what might you be looking to find out, Ms. Inspector?
What? Why would Lizzo's need to bribe Sublight Underground?
Oh, gosh golly, for a variety of services. Mainly protection from themselves. But they also served as employee motivators. Slug motivators intimidated our line workers into producing...
I know, I want to know what happens
and
too.
of course, they kept the inspectors away. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
Because you attach dopamine slugs to their necks? What the hell?
What exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
I do, but,
Looking to trace Halcyon Heaven's
you
footsteps.
are in luck. She passed right by here the other day. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD lab. Can't imagine why she
RR
went to
and
meet with our head
DD?
researcher
What?
on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
huh. Noted. I don't think he needs to know. Well, should we say that? I'm curious.
See what happens?
Yeah.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Okay.
Any murder weapons lying around?
Actually...
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides.
Oh, good
Only
God.
Exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And
See, I told you there are robots here.
No.
Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization waspitos.
Why would you make wasp
Was she?
mosquito
That would be
hybrids?
a mighty wretched way to go.
God
Deadly
is dead.
pollinization mosquitoes?
Pollinization by killer waspitos, indeed. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology.
Oh my God.
Don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons.
Yeah, seriously.
When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all waspitos are biologically programmed to return to the hive. They're holding pens.
This is going to come back to bite me in the ass, I just know it.
Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
You're the groundskeeper.
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess
I
about
know.
a week ago now.
I'm gonna have to brush my brain with toothpaste after I get all the sugar out of my head.
Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Okay. You don't.
Sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since.
Yeah.
And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts.
Oh, lovely.
No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Yeah. Wait, no, we're not glossing over the missing groundskeeper. No one knows what happened to him?
Speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
thanks.
thanks.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
Is this why we don't see the elevator operator? What do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face?
My God.
Taking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the nut market.
Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive.
Yeah, I will. I'll steal it.
Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times.
Yeah, you think?
There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Let's get a few more clues.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress
Oh,
known
no.
as Halcyon Helen.
That wasn't one of our companions, was it?
I don't think so. So she went this way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, good. It's that.
Reeks of unhappiness.
Oh.
Effusive host.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, right about Nyoka. Finish this. Oh my God. Right.
So apparently, do they have slugs on the side of their head?
No, they have slugs everywhere.
Oh no, they have too many slugs.
That was like that. I feel like that was an understatement in terms of your like. Oh, they have too many slugs. No, I don't like it. Wait. That one just had a little slug. Okay. Well, this is... Oh my God.
This reeks of unhappiness. Yeah, it did sound like that. I didn't quite make it out, but now that you've said that, I think that
Okay,
is what they said.
I'm just trying to make sure we didn't miss... Aha, okay. Another discrepancy. We are over time. Oh no. I just don't want to let this go. This is too... This is way more fascinating than I ever could have imagined. And wait, what's this? Play audio tour.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Oh. What is it? Nursery storage discovered? Wow. Alright, let's look at our skills real quick.
Do we want to put more into persuade?
I mean, I kind of want to. At least 5. I want to get better at long... Oh, wait, no, we have 93 in long guns. I'm not worried about that. We do now have technically 158 persuade. I would like to bet at more hacking.
Okay. Oh yeah, there was that thing that we wanted to hack.
That'll work.
And we didn't have enough points.
Apply. Okay.
Did you want to talk to the person in the nut hut or wherever?
Oh, this is the storage. This isn't the nut hut. Anna Summers. Wait, somebody...
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
I forgot you were there. Nothing. I was just leaving.
Carry on. Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna.
Rizzo's reputation decreased. Oops.
It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that? I thought that was a real good effort. Keep at it. No jest. Well, that's a
I'm sorry, I wanted the experience. Also, I don't care.
Busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer.
Oh,
Not yet.
you don't want to be full-time here. It sounds bad. I didn't realize Rizzo's was putting slugs in people! Terrible happy slugs! I don't think I met an intern before.
Different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect.
Oh my god, I want to give you so many hugs.
You don't have the experience to
What?
back up your work yet, but
Oh
being
god.
fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
Take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
I love delivering coffee and medical attention. Not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel
Yeah,
that
it's
workers could be
awful.
treated a little better. But maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
In this case, I strongly disagree, but well, this is not the time for that conversation. Why be an intern?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can cover
Serious?
the period I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Oh, we gotta save you from the slug. Good luck with
I
that.
get the feeling you don't think I can do it. That's okay. Trying to improve the system from within isn't the most glamorous thing. But I think it's worth the effort.
I've learned my fill.
I'm here to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Oh, Anna.
Any signs of a beleaguered actor running around?
Yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead.
Oh,
I
hello.
never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. For which 3,000 more.
Oh my god. Now we have to save you.
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, while the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the canids of war. Excuse me, you got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Bourbon.
It's a robot?
He's an acting bot. What about Spencer? Oh, that's
I
showbiz.
suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Alright, thank you. Well, this has been enlightening. Oh my god. Alright. We gotta make some more headway in this investigation. Okay, wait, here we go.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the
Purpleberry liquor.
That must be the observatory. Oh wait, who's that?
Sublight Thug, huh? Hold on, I'm just gonna pick up all of his ammunition. Oh, cool. It... Look, is that? Yeah, no discrepancy. Discrepancy! I was not paying attention to that. Alright, so we got...
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Alright. Should we... I'm gonna take a quick look around this place.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh my god.
So she went that way, but can we get inside?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, so it must be in there. Let's see if we can get in there.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Oh, we can just open it. Where was the... Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the
Thanks, Robot.
actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Spectrum Vodka Orange. The second cheapest Spectrum Vodka. Note, these are not citrus... Oh. Creepy. So I told you, it's... Let's... Who's this person?
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory?
Yes.
Are you trying
With
to
the
give me
lead
a heart
pipe.
attack?
And Mr. Green.
Which one? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6
Can
years
people
ago.
stop bringing up murder mysteries?
Conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new groundskeeper.
I'm not just gonna gloss over that, buddy.
That can't be it either.
Not if I can help it.
New one hasn't died yet.
Oh.
Just who are you?
I'm Billy Butts 2. Oh my god, I really want to.
An inspector. Well, I don't think you'll find any evidence here. You're welcome to ask me, seeing how I figure you would anyway. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes the body forget how
I know.
stiff it gets bent over plants all day.
Actually, given the wasp mosquitoes, maybe a heavily armed groundskeeper isn't that disruptive.
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
Yeah, you seem real broken up. I'm just curious.
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hextacale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it.
Oh my god. Oh my, I know I keep saying that, but jeez Louise.
Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Mosquitoes or there's angry flying bugs?
I say efficient. Not only can our mosquitoes defend themselves,
Oh my god.
but investments as well.
Ugh.
They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles.
It's a nightmare.
As dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
Usually, I don't like the usually in that sentence.
But if something goes wrong in hive control, the
Yeah.
mosquitoes could get out.
If there's an equipment malfunction, the pollination cycle will have to be manually shut down. Which means traveling to hive control while the mosquitoes swarm.
Right on. Okay. Well, I think we'll have to pick up the investigation next week. It is late, and I have to get to bed.
Oh yeah. Do you have work in the morning?
We'll follow the footprints.
Congratulations,
of Halcyon Helen next week. Oh. Yeah, this was a blast. And thanks to all of our viewers, our live viewers. Wait, there's a squirrel? Where? Where's the squirrel? I don't want to know what they've done to squirrels in this world. It would break my heart. Oh. But anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone, especially if you're a repeat viewer on Twitch or on YouTube. Why don't you tickle that bell icon, first of all, after you subscribe, so you never miss an upload. Don't forget to like if you liked, and, you know, leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't, what you'd like to see more of, if anything. We love you.
Love you.
We like Shake hands with the bell. Nice. Alright, we'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night.